Coming to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in 2020, Sidewinder Safari.
I have been following the construction of Sidewinder Safari at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom since the beginning. When the ride was first announced in 2019, I would take photos of the construction site. I even had the opportunity to walk around the site while construction was happening. But what I may have been the coolest part was when my friends and I had the opportunity to be in the ride's media day. So let's go over my experience being in a Six Flags ad. When my friends and I arrived at Discovery Kingdom, after our last final media due, literally just a few hours after, we drove to the staff parking lot and arrived at the security gate. And then something super exciting happened. We waited for almost 30 minutes. During that time, it was actually really cool. We got to see new perspectives of the park that we'd never seen before. We also got to see everybody else that was picked and talk to a few people, not a lot. After waiting for what felt like years, they arrived. The people we had trusted our lives to. They took us through the back lot and we got to see even more of the new perspectives we wouldn't have been able to see otherwise. Some old signs and props from Fright Fest. Honestly, I was fangirling at this point. And I tried to film, but as you can see, it's not very easy to see. But in my defense, I didn't want to get caught filming because I felt like we signed something to not do that, but I couldn't really remember. Oh my god, once we started, my social anxiety went off the rails. Literally, the first thing we did was pose for a photo. Which photo, you ask? Oh, it was this one. Yeah. I had to pose for a photo of myself, pretending to take a photo of a family. And just to add to how awkward that entire sentence was, everybody else was watching just 10 feet away, just right over there. It's time for the cue, everybody. This is when they started taking video. We stood in our groups and just kind of talked. They pulled some groups to play around with some of the interactive elements of the queue and look at the snake enclosures. Here's my friend Frankie looking at some of the snakes. You've seen them before. If I told you that these 30 seconds took us almost 15 minutes to film, would you believe me?
Are you guys a group?
Yeah.
And then you guys are a group? And then you guys are a group? And then you guys are a group? And then you guys are a group. All right, awesome. Yeah, it'd be cool to get them all on the ride first. And get that, yeah.
Now we are on the ride. It started with my group of 3, Frankie, Gabby, and I. We went around a few times, but we got split up and mixed around. Everybody we talked to was nice, of course, but we met someone who liked musicals and we talked about that on one of the many times we lapped around this ride. And trust me, we lapped around this a lot. Like 23 times in a row a lot. It got to the point that our cart would actually get into the rhythm and someone would tell us when to scream, when to put our hands up, and when to laugh. After a while, they stopped the ride and they took us all off for a break, where we got free food! And I'm just saying, sitting on the floor at Discovery Kingdom while eating food felt like a scene from a TV show. After our break, we returned back to the ride queue for photos. After all that said, would I recommend signing up to be in a Six Flags ad? Yes. Yes, I would. We got to ride Sidewinder Safari before it opened, without a line. We got to meet many people who I would have definitely never spoken to before. And we got to see many different things that really you can't see when the park is open. So yes, I would. If you're enjoying this video, I would very much appreciate it if you liked this video and subscribed. It really helps us out. Anyways, did you find this video entertaining? I'd like to hear what you have to say. But with that, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hi, I'm Andrew, and you're watching Disney Channel. I'm so tired.